the Queen has been tipped to be considering a considerable change to her Council of State arrangements in light of Prince Harry and Prince Andrew stepping down from their roles. The Queen could be left facing a difficult situation were she to step away from her duties because of the current arrangements she has, according to Richard Eden. Under the current strategy, Prince Charles and Prince William would be first in line to take over from Her Majesty in the event of an emergency, but Prince Harry and Prince Andrew would be next in line if neither were to be available. Both the Duke of Sussex and the Duke of York are believed to still hold the roles of Councillors of State despite stepping down from their other roles within the royal family. Mr. Eden told Palace Confidential, "This is the established fact that Prince Andrew and Prince Harry are still two of the four Councillors of State now. This is not some sort of esoteric thing that doesn't matter. What it means is that if the Queen can't carry out her duties, if she becomes ill, she's in hospital, then someone carries them out on her behalf. The other two Councillors of State are Prince Charles and Prince William. But say they were abroad for whatever reason, by law, it would be the next two adults in line to the throne, Andrew and Harry, who would be called upon." He continued, "This is unthinkable, so what I was told this week is the palace is thinking what can we do about this, but unfortunately, it's in the law, so they would need to bring a new Act of Parliament in order to change things. I mean, I suspect they'll just try and fudge it by making sure that Charles and William are never out of the country." A royal source told the Daily Mail, "It is a genuine problem that the palace is looking to address. Can you imagine the Duke of York having to sign official documents, for example, because the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Cambridge were both abroad, and the Queen became ill? It's not an exaggeration to say it could put the monarchy in jeopardy." Dr. Craig Prescott, a constitutional expert at Bangor University, told the Mirror, "I think this should be looked at if it isn't being done already by the palace, because they certainly would want to avoid a situation where the monarchy becomes a problem for the government. The monarchy should be thinking 6-12 months ahead, arguably even 2 to 5 years ahead, where possible. You just need the right, or wrong set of circumstances, to occur at once for there to be an issue. As we saw during COVID, with Prince Charles and Prince William were reportedly infected at around the same time, which could have left them incapacitated. Andrew and Harry could only be removed from the roles once a new law has been implemented. However, the palace could also include Princess Anne and Prince Edward as the next Councillor of State, replacing Prince Harry and Prince Andrew. Meanwhile, according to royal expert Jenny Bond, Prince William has shown he is a man ready for the role of king despite his initial reluctance. And according to former royal correspondent Jenny Bond, the burden of kingship did weigh heavily on a young William's shoulders. However, now as he approaches his 40th birthday later this year, Jenny says his outlook for his future is different. She told OK, "I think we did see a reluctance to take on the role earlier on. In his early adolescence, he knew his destiny as none of the rest of us do from such an early age. But in the last couple of years he has shown convincingly that he is the man for the role and that he cares about being king."